I rise today to honor three brave men, Corporal Montrell Jackson, Deputy Brad Garafola, and Officer Matthew Gerald. Mr. President, it's been a tough summer in Louisiana. Not only do we have the floods of which I spoke yesterday, but we had the Alton Sterling shooting with the civil unrest afterwards, and then these three officers killed and several others shot. And so I will speak today to these officers. On July 17th, the three men I just mentioned gave their lives while protecting our community when ambushed, reporting to a 911 call. Deputy Nick Toulier, Deputy Bruce Simmons, and Officer Chad Montgomery were also injured during this attack. Thankfully, Deputy Simmons and Officer Montgomery have returned home to their families, but Deputy Toulier remains in the hospital. Please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Speaking of those who died, Corporal Jackson was a 10-year veteran of the Baton Rouge Police Department, a loving husband to his wife Tranisha, and father to his 4-month-old child Mason. Following the shooting of Mr. Alton Sterling, Montrell wrote on his Facebook page, quote, "I personally want to send prayers out to everyone affected by this tragedy. These are trying times. Please don't let hate infect your heart. This city must and will get better." Deputy Garafola served the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office for over 24 years. He was a beloved son, husband to his wife Tanya, and father to their 4 children, Garrett, Braley, Brad, and Samantha. He was remembered for always selflessly trying to help others. At the time of his death, he again acted selflessly, giving his life when he saw another officer down, running to that officer who was injured during the attack, and by so doing so, exposing him to fatal gunfire. Officer Matthew Gerald joined the Baton Rouge Police Department just last year. Before this, he had bravely served our country in both the Army and Marine Corps. Between 2002 and 2009, Matt completed 3 tours of duty in Iraq as a crew chief on a helicopter crew, receiving numerous awards and medals. Prior to his service in the Army, he had enlisted in the Marine Corps in New Orleans and served 4 years from 1994 to 1998. Matt was a loving son, husband to his wife Deisha, and father to Dwaylen Finley. And his wife recently announced she was pregnant with her 3rd child. Mr. President, each of these men shared common core values that guided them: service, stewardship, and sacrifice. They put the needs and well-being of others before their own. Scripture says, "Greater love has no man than to give his life than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." In protecting their community, these men paid the ultimate sacrifice. I honor their lives and thank their families for their selfless service to the city of Baton Rouge, to the state of Louisiana, and to the United States of America. Mr. President, I yield back.